Something massive is happening in Bitcoin right now, and I don't mean the price. I'm talking about a shift so fundamental, so irreversible, that 5 years from now, people will look back at this moment and say, "How did I not see it?" The biggest institutions on the planet are in an arms race to accumulate Bitcoin, not as a speculation, not as a hedge, as a strategic reserve. And if you're not paying attention, you're about to get left behind. I'm the Bitcoin veteran. I've been holding since 2017. I've survived every crash, every FUD cycle, every obituary the media has written for Bitcoin. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm sharing my personal journey and the lessons I've learned along the way. Always do your own research. Today I'm going to show you why the race for Bitcoin has officially begun and what it means for anyone smart enough to pay attention. Let's start with the man who changed the game.
And what do you do with all that capital? What we've decided to do with that capital is to start creating credit, Bitcoin-backed credit, and we've created the world's first digital credit vehicle. In essence, we are going to digitally transform the credit markets by creating a vehicle powered by digital capital.
Now, most people hear that and think Saylor's exaggerating. I don't, and here's why. When I bought my first Bitcoin in 2017, the entire market cap was around $180 billion. People called me crazy. Friends laughed. Some of my own family thought I was gambling with my future, but I'd spent decades building businesses and investing in real assets, real money at risk. And I could see something in Bitcoin that most people couldn't, a fixed supply asset in a world drowning in printed money. Saylor sees the same thing, except he's doing it with $40 billion of corporate treasury. But here's what nobody talks about: the conviction required to hold through an 80% crash, whether you're a billionaire or a self-made business owner who built everything from scratch, is exactly the same. I've done it twice. And I can tell you, the second time isn't easier. What is easier? Knowing why you're holding. Understanding that every dollar printed by the Federal Reserve is a silent tax on your savings. Understanding that 21 million is a number that can never change. That's not hope. That's math. And now Saylor isn't the only one doing the math.
Let's talk a little bit about this new announcement where you're going to increase your Bitcoin holdings beyond the initial amount that you had stated back during the April launch. This will make you the third largest corporate holder of Bitcoin after Strategy and Mara. Is there a long-term strategy here, like to take over Strategy's role as the biggest holder or maybe even the second biggest holder and push Mara out of the way?
Of course. I mean, listen, I think the capital markets will get to know me as many things, one of which is a competitor. I'm never going to sit up here and say I want to be second. So I think us at 21, we have a lot of confidence that we can do pretty much anything.
$48 billion. Let that number sink in. This isn't a hedge fund making a speculative bet. This is a company whose entire strategy is to become the largest holder of the scarcest asset on Earth. And here's what I need you to understand, because this is the lesson that took me 9 years and a six-figure loss to learn. When institutions start racing to accumulate an asset with a fixed supply of 21 million, the supply available to you shrinks every single day. I lost 6 figures when BlockFi went bankrupt. Not because Bitcoin failed me, because I trusted someone else to hold my Bitcoin. That was my mistake, and it taught me the most expensive lesson of my life. Not your keys, not your coins, but the Bitcoin itself. It never let me down, not once. Every crash was temporary, every recovery was higher, and now the biggest players in the world are confirming what holders like me have believed for years. Bitcoin isn't going away, it's going up. And the supply you can still buy today, it's shrinking by the day. The question isn't whether Bitcoin will become a major global asset. Saylor knows it. Mahler's knows it. The math proves it. The question is, will you be holding when it happens? I've been on this journey for 9 years. I've watched Bitcoin crash 80% twice. I've watched the media declare it dead over 400 times. I've lost money trusting the wrong platforms, and I've never sold my Bitcoin. Not because I'm fearless, because I did the math, and the math doesn't lie. If this video resonated with you, if you want to learn from someone who's actually been in the trenches, not just reading charts on a screen, hit that subscribe button. I'm the Bitcoin veteran, and I'm here to help you navigate what's coming, because the arms race has begun. And the biggest risk isn't volatility. It's being on the sidelines when history is being made. I'll see you in the next one.